Hi friends, welcome back. This is Lauren from Spoonfull of Jelly, and I'm out in the garden taking a look at exactly what's going on. I haven't been out here in probably 2 weeks. My mom and dad come out here a little bit more often because it's right in their backyard. So let's take a look and see what is happening this time of the year. I actually think it's time for us to dump out the sweet potatoes. I want to try this first bag here since it's the most dried out. Oh, I think acorn squashes are they're kind of ready, especially over there. My kale needs to be plucked, harvested. These acorns look pretty darn good in there, and I think there's two new ones. And last but not least, the poor tomatoes. We had so much more last year, but the horn beetles, I think they just enjoyed it way too much. Onions and basil still look good. So we have finished cleaning up a lot of things in the garden. This is tomato patch right here where you see the orange flowers. The
I want to take a video.
Onions are cleaned up and de-weeded. We have to lay some more peas down. Stop it, little one. So I'll go ahead and show you our quick little harvest. What is that?
Acorn squash, lettuce, and kale, and potatoes.
What kind of potatoes?
Brown potatoes.
Sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes. Can I take my own video?
And nasturtium.
And the starchy.
I went ahead and got out some parchment paper and placed it on our dehydrated trays, and laying out the nasturtium and the lemon thyme that's on the back half of the sheet. We're going to get this dried out so that we can make some herb goodies for the winter time. This is the basil. This basil will be turned into basil lemon salt. I made it last year. My mother loved it, and so she requested it by dropping off the jars and here, bring it back when it's full. So that's how much I know she loves that salt. This is rosemary. This is also going onto the dehydrated sheets. I just kind of lay them as evenly as possible along the edge. This is probably the best way. All right, everybody, I was able to get all of the herbs off the dehydrator and turned into salt. This has been one of the easiest ways for us to enjoy our herbs in the fall, winter, and coming spring. Nasturtium, that was one of the flowers cut. Can you guys see that? It's such a light green color, but this is nasturtium salt. Nasturtium already has like a black pepper taste, so when you blend those flowers down with about a teaspoon of salt, it gives it a salt and pepper taste. Really good on vegetables, really good on your proteins and meats. Hey, hey, shh, shh, shh. The box is loud. Okay. Number 2 was rosemary salt. We have already enjoyed this on some beef. It is so good. Rosemary is not just for lamb, but it is really good. Just a little bit goes such a long way because rosemary is so potent. Once again, blend this down with some salt, about a teaspoon per 1/4 cup of herbs, all the way up to 2 teaspoons per 1/4 cup of herbs. It depends on how salty you like it. If you made it too salty, you can always add more herbs to the actual jar once you blend them up, and that way you can kind of reduce the salt flavor, but I generally go that route. Now the third and final thing we love to do with our herbs is enjoy it as a flavored butter. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring you in and show you. I put a stick of butter in this old plastic Land O'Lakes container. We've had this container maybe 3 summers. It's the 3rd summer. So I'll go ahead and show you. But before I get started, I want to tell you what we're gonna do. I have some thyme from the garden. This happens to be lemon thyme. And then I have some lemon rind. That's right. This is lemon rind from the lemon order that we get every January and February. I grate all the lemon rind off. I dry it. I blend it, and we use it in some dishes. If you need that lemony zing in something, but you don't have a whole lemon, some of the rind will give you that flavoring. Now the color is kind of dry, is that darker color due to the fact that it is a dried fruit. That color will stay. It's not going to turn like bright yellow once it has been dried. In a butter, it's fine. It doesn't bother us. But if you're trying to put this in maybe a cake, I will not dehydrate it and use a fresh lemon. But in our case, we're looking at what we can do in the season of something that is preserved and let it last for the next 11 to 12 months. So let me go ahead and bring you in to something simple as an herb butter. Okay, so if you make your own butter, this will be super simple. Just put a cup of it or 1/2 cup of it in a container. In this case, this is not homemade. We will be making some homemade. I have barely a 1/2 tablespoon of fresh thyme from the garden left. So that's what I'm going to sprinkle right in here. This is already dry, so it's going to be much stronger than the fresh herb. I think it's a pinch left in there. And then I'm going to put equal parts lemon rind. I'll pick this up so you guys can see what it looks like. Now easy peasy, just use a fork or spoon and mash it in. It's easier when your butter is much warmer, room temperature than mine. If you want it salted, use salted butter. If you have unsalted butter and you want it salted, go ahead and add salt at this point while you're mixing it up. Okay, there you have it. I just kind of smoothed it in. There's enough room in this container. There's enough room in this container to get another stick of butter in here and some more lemon thyme. So I'm just going to wait another week or so from today. Cut some more thyme, let that dry out, add some more lemon rind, and make another batch of this. One of our favorite ways to enjoy the butter, of course, is on corn on the cob. But you also could put a dollop of this flavored butter right into any vegetable you want. You could jazz up a baked potato with or some roasted potatoes with the flavored butters. You can do so much. with a flavored butter. One of our favorites we make is a cinnamon orange butter. In that case, I do juice some of the orange and the rind, mix in some cinnamon. It is so good. If you make a plain muffin where all you added was maybe some cinnamon sugar into the muffin batter, that flavored sweet butter, oh, lather right on side, oh, so good. So try your best to get some of the flavored butters on the shelf. It will save you some time, especially in the morning. If you make plain pancakes, you can always oomph it up by adding a flavored butter. So I hope you guys give this a try. Like I said, this one was lemon thyme. We tend to make a couple different ones. I'll bring you along the next time I make some. We plan on getting probably about 2 pounds worth of flavored butter in the freezer. Once we pull one container down, we use it up. If you would like to have smaller sizes of it, I can show you a trick my mom has done for years involving a cookie cutter. So I hope you guys are able to get some food on your shelf, no matter if it comes from your backyard, the farmer's market, or a food stand, or your friend. Until next time, guys, take care. Bye-bye.